When I first got the script for Underwater, I just read straight through it. It was just so interesting seeing this vision and imagining what could possibly be down at the bottom of the ocean, and imagining a world where people are down there, just blue collar workers doing mineral extraction and stuff like that. So looking at that futuristic world was completely enticing to me. But just the fact that we know so little and that we know more about space than we practically do know about what's in our own backyard, I knew I had to get into that and make a story. With our Dry for Wet, we were able to shoot in the dark and use volumetric sort of scanning, if you will, to achieve this look, which is a process of putting a tiny bit of atmosphere around the actors and letting their flashlights, move through these tiny bits of particles that we're actually putting in the room. And then later we measure that and we know about the density to which the water should be moving around them through their movements and the way their flashlights are moving through the scene. And what's so exciting about that is it enables the actors to actually be in the space, in the dark, only seeing what their flashlights see and really feeling like they're there, which is any, storyteller will tell you that's one of the most important things, because you're not asking the actor to get on a big green screen and just sort of pretend they're in the dark. They really get to be in the dark, surrounded by that claustrophobia, and really only see what's in their flashlight. Then we take that scene, measure these sort of like 3D elements that we have by having these little markers around, and then we simulate the water around that. We had to be pretty creative with our set designs, because sometimes one set had to be another set later. So we tried to make really bold choices in terms of like the ages of the sets. So they start at the Kepler, which is this much older sort of suspended pump station up in the air. And that station is really like probably a lot more steel, and just the color palettes look kind of older and a lot more rust in it. And then from there, they move later to the Roebuck station, which is a much newer station set right on the bottom. And it's newer, a lot lighter paint qualities. We put a lot of glass blocks in there, like kind of like they look sort of 80s in a way, but I just like the way the light would come through them, and you immediately felt like you were somewhere else. So we took the same sets and sort of bashed out parts of them and completely redid it this way or that way, just to make it look like a different space. And you do a lot with just basic shape design and lighting to get there, but Naaman did a terrific job in just flipping out entire places. And one day you'd be walking from the Roebuck station, and 2 days later you go in and you're like, oh my God, this looks like we're back at the Kepler. We got so lucky on Underwater with our cast. I couldn't even believe it. We got Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassell, TJ Miller, John Gallagher Jr., Mamadou Ate, Jessica Henwick. Just an awesome, awesome crew. Well, I call them a crew, but group of people just that you maybe wouldn't totally expect to be in a movie like this. People who were really willing to get into that sandbox and push the limits of, what they could imagine and what this could be like. Just somebody who was willing to participate in such an insane sort of wild idea of such a journey of a movie.